Winston Churchill was a British statesman who was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1940 to 1945 and again from 1951 to 1955. Churchill was also an officer in the British Army, a historian, a writer, as Winston H. Churchill, and an artist. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature and was the first person to be made an honorary citizen of the United States. Lyndon B. Johnson was the 26th President of the United States from 1963 to 1969, assuming the office after serving as the 37th Vice President of the United States from 1961 to 1963. Johnson was a Democrat from Texas, who served as a United States Representative from 1937 to 1949, and as a United States Senator from 1949 to 1961. He spent 6 years as a Senate Majority Leader, 2 as Senate Minority Leader, and 2 as Senate Majority Whip. Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister, activist, humanitarian, and leader in the African American civil rights movement. He is best known for his role in the advancement of civil rights using nonviolent civil disobedience based on his Christian beliefs. Canada adopted its new red and white flag with a red maple leaf in the center. The first United States combat troops arrived in Vietnam. By the end of the year, 1,900,000 American soldiers are in Vietnam. Social unrest and disputes between Singapore's ruling People's Action Party and Malaysia's Alliance Party resulted in Singapore's separation from Malaysia. Singapore became an independent republic on 9 August 1965. Fruit Loops breakfast cereal is introduced. The first 12-ounce aluminum can was introduced by Royal Crown Cola. It wasn't until 3 years later that Coke started using the aluminum can. McDonald's begins using frozen French fries. Cleopatra premiered in New York, starring Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton, and Rex Harrison. It is rumored that the caterers were the only ones who made money on this movie. The entire cast of the comic strip Peanuts was featured on the cover of Time magazine. The first episode of the television show Star Trek airs. Chemically synthesized food on the Enterprise. We seem to be getting close to that now. The Whiskey A Go-Go opens in Los Angeles, the first disco in the United States. Demolition works clearing areas for building World Trade Center was started. The Niagara Skyline Tower are opened. It is an observation tower that overlooks both the American Falls, New York, and the larger Horseshoe Falls, Ontario, from the Canadian side of the Niagara River. Literature. Alex Haley and Malcolm X. The Autobiography of Malcolm X. The autobiography is a spiritual conversation narrative that outlines Malcolm X's philosophy of black pride, black nationalism, and Pan-Africanism. After the leader was killed, Haley wrote the book's epilogue. He described their collaborative process and the events at the end of Malcolm X's life. Ian Fleming, The Man with the Golden Gun. The Man with the Golden Gun is the 12th novel and 13th book of Ian Fleming's James Bond series. It was first published by Jonathan Cape in the United Kingdom on 1st April 1965, 8 months after the author's death. The novel was not as detailed or polished as the others in the series, leading to poor but polite reviews. Despite that, the book was a bestseller. Technology. GPS or Global Position System. This is when the GPS became available for commercial use. It was thought up after the Sputnik was put in space. This is because it confirmed that they were reliable for everyday use. The first cassette tape. The cassette tape was invented by Philips. The tape was first made to let people listen to pre-recorded music. They were first sold in Europe. The first computer mouse. Douglas Engelbart completely changed the way people interacted with computers when he invented the computer mouse in 1964. His creation was made from wood and had two gear wheels that set perpendicularly to one another so as to allow movement on one axis. When you move the mouse, the horizontal wheel moved sideways and the vertical wheel slid along the surface. He filed for the patent in 1967 as the XY position indicator for display system.